Alright, all you Population 1 survivors. BigBox just released a patch. It is January 21st, 2021 right now. They released a patch. All of the patch notes are on Reddit. If you want to go to the Reddit link, it's going to be in the description of this video, so you can read them all for yourself. But I wanted to make a video and kind of go over them with you. That way you can visually see kind of the differences here. Maybe you're at work, maybe you don't have time, or you don't quite understand the changes that are happening on this page here. So I wanted to outline everything with you and kind of let you know what was going on and my thoughts on the whole thing. So overall, it looks like this is mostly a quality of life change for the whole game. All of the notes in here are very positive. It's basically been stuff that people have been complaining about for a couple of days or even a couple of weeks now with a couple of the issues. So first thing, it looks like the focus of this patch is for the kind of teleporting that's going on with the game, as well as adding some support for some features. So the first thing they mention is all friend codes are going to change. If you had a 0, O, I, or L in your friend code, I believe that they changed them all. The reason that they did this is the O and 0 and the I and L, or sorry, the I and 1 look very similar for all of the friend codes. So this will make it a lot easier when you're trying to add a friend. You're going to have to stop worrying about whether it's a 0 in their name or an O. So this is just like a quality of life adding friends. It's going to make it a lot easier, a lot less of a headache if someone is giving you the wrong one or if they can't even read it. So good change for that. I know I've had a couple issues with that when I was trying to add someone in the past. So this release contains a possible fix for rubber banding issues. Awesome. The rubber banding was basically a teleport that was happening in the game. I believe BigBox thinks that it was due to a lag compensation system on their end. So let's just start through these. Don't worry, these aren't the big changes I mentioned last week. Look for other announcements coming soon, and I actually have a little teaser for you for that one. So, networking, bullets, fixed issue causing slightly offset bullets. Affected shooting at a distance, especially noticeable with the op. So this is that issue that you guys have been taking a look at if you have been trying to use the op. If someone has been standing still at long distance and you have been unable to hit them, crosshairs right on their head, right in the middle of their chest, and the bullets have not hit them. So this is what's been going on there. Fixed issue causing slightly offset bullets. So it seemed that the bullets were going slightly offset to one side or the other. I know personally I would always aim a little bit left with the op at distance to be able to hit my shots. But it sounds like they fixed this in this patch. I haven't had a chance to actually test out the patch yet. I got a chance to boot into combat trial so I can show you guys a couple of the sites when we get further in the patch notes. But I haven't gotten a chance to try this out, but looking forward to actually being able to use the op a bit more here. Hopefully this is completely fixed and we don't have to worry about it, and I look forward to picking back up the op. Prediction: general improvements to hit detection. So this means anytime you guys have been firing your bullets at someone and it looks like the bullets have been going straight through them, this is going to be what that means. I believe this will mean that it's going to actually register your bullets on people that are lagging or kind of just prevent those bullets from going through people without actually registering any damage. So that's super important. I know a couple of times I've been firing straight at someone, bullets have gone straight through them and no damage. So that right there, again, I haven't had a chance to try out any of these, but everything in the patch notes, I read them all already, but all of the patch notes are looking very, very good for this patch. Movement. Fixed issues where people could severely rubber band with a poor network connection. So I believe this is going to be the teleporting issue that people have been talking about, and I'm going to try to put a clip in the background here so you guys can see kind of what this looked like. A lot of people were thinking it was hackers, a lot of people thinking that there's an Oculus play space abuse that you can use for this. And there are still glitches in the back end of the game, so be careful of those. Let's not jump to conclusions and immediately assume people are hacking, but I'll show you kind of what I believe this is in the background here, and you can kind of make your own assumption of what it is. Fix issues where people could severely rubber band. So hopefully this will prevent all of these issues. People will stop teleporting around the map, and combined with this prediction here where the improvements to hit detection, hopefully all of our shots are hitting from now on, or at least if we're aiming at them. I know my aim's definitely not perfect, so at least when I'm aiming at people, hopefully the bullets will hit now. Same with the op. Reticule. 4 color presets are now available from settings, weapon settings, red, yellow, pink, or green. So this is actually an amazing change. Not only does this add some color customization if you guys like your reticule to be a little bit different of color, if you want your green Seiko to look all fancy with the green sights, that's something you can now do, and I'll show a couple examples in the background here while I'm talking about this. But the reason why this change is actually so amazing is because it's kind of like a colorblind support. So originally, the reticule for the game, it's really hard to see through for some people because of the red background, and if there was any sort of color blindness on them, they were essentially just looking through a holographic sight with no crosshair in the middle. So this will affect the crosshairs on the guns. This is going to affect the crosshairs on the backhand when you're just hip firing. So guns like the UMP, the pistols, the shotguns, they're going to have that crosshair in whatever color you pick there. So there's a little bit of customization for you. The only thing it doesn't look like it changed is it looks like the out of ammo color is still yellow. I'm sure that's going to be a easy fix for BigBox once they get to it. But yeah, some customization and then some colorblind support as well. So that's amazing. General. Squads. Assorted fixes for repeat matchmaking failure while in a squad. So this is when you get out of a game and you queue up for another game, and either someone doesn't load or you get the weird glitch where your teammates aren't showing up behind you, they're just empty space. Hopefully this should fix some of that. Friend codes, we talked about this a little bit. Remove 0 and 1 from friend codes so you don't have to worry about accidentally doing 0 or 1 instead of O or I. Friends, fixed edge case where removing a friend might remove the wrong friend. I don't know anything about this one, but it sounds like sometimes when you tried to remove someone from your friends list, it would select the wrong person. So if that was the case, which is super unfortunate, but it sounds like they got it fixed this time. Loadout. Corrected icon for New Year's Eve melee. So what this will mean is in the character selection screen, or kind of your skin selection, if you picked the New Year melee before, I believe it just showed up as the default PJ, as the little thumbnail picture, as the temporary picture. But now it sounds like that the New Year's Eve melee should appear there. So that will be fixed. And then these known issues. Climbing jitter for desktop VR. This has been an issue for a couple weeks now, so hopefully they can get to that one. And Steam VR users playing on Oculus. When purchasing Bureau Gold, you will need to take off your headset to approve the purchase. These have been issues for a little while now. Hopefully they can get them resolved in the future. As always, if you see a notice that you need update to play but don't need to see it in the store on Oculus, uninstall and reinstall Pop 1. If you're playing on Steam and you're not seeing an update available and it doesn't look like the game is updated, usually the way that I fix that is I log completely out of Steam and log back into Steam, and then it will show up. So it sounds like that's all the patch notes. That's not the only thing I'm going to leave you with, because BigBox left us one amazing little teaser here, and I wanted to talk about the whole thing for you. So I'm going to show the whole teaser, and then I'm going to kind of go by frames in it, and we can talk about the individual frames in it. So, and again, I'm going to have the links for both of these in my description below. If you guys have any questions for the links, you guys can go ahead and leave a comment below, and I'll have a look. But let's get into the teaser now. So this is the teaser. They show the Pop 1 sign that's flickering a little bit. We got a little snapshot of his inventory, and then this is a Season 1 starting soon spray that you can put on the wall. So let's talk about things individually in this picture. First of all, the Pop 1 sign flickering. I'm not sure if that's going to be included in the game or what that might mean. But that's pretty cool. If they add any sort of visual changes there, that's going to be awesome. But let's talk about this inventory, guys. So if we'll take a look at the inventory here, you'll see two more slots. They're blacked out at the bottom. One of them appears to be a melee weapon of some sort. The other one, I can't quite tell. It might be a different type of melee weapon. I'm not sure if those are going to be sprays, if that's actually a slot for a melee weapon, if that's just going to be cosmetic, or what that could mean. But it sounds like there might be some kind of melee weapon or something being introduced in the game, guys. So definitely be looking forward for that. And the last thing, it looks like the bottom left, he selects the S1 spray, which I assume is going to be Season 1, but it looks like you're going to be able to kind of spray the wall. And that also means they're going to introduce some sprays in the future, hopefully. Maybe allow a little bit of animated or cool sprays that you can put on walls or kind of tag things as you run around the map. So that's going to be really cool. But definitely looking forward to those darkened out items at the bottom. We're going to see what they add into the game there. And I think that's it for the patch notes. We've covered everything here. I'm going to put the links for both of these in the description so you guys can go check them out for yourselves if you have any questions. And other than that, I hope to see you guys out on the battlefield. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below. If you like the kind of content that I'm coming out with on this channel, want to see more of it, subscribe to the channel, give me a like. I'll definitely try to do one of these every time there's a patch so you guys can kind of keep up to date and hopefully get some visuals on exactly what's going on. But other than that, I hope you guys take care and definitely get some wins out there on the battlefield. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you're interested in more VR and Pop 1 content, then hit the subscribe button. I'll be streaming live on Twitch for a couple hours after this video goes up. Catch you guys there.